Welcome to my channel. Please subscribe and support my channel. So the Marvel Cinematic Universe, MCU, is an ever-expanding franchise that has captivated audiences for over a decade. With the release of Ant-Man and The Wasp, Quantumania, the newest installment of the franchise, fans are eagerly awaiting the return of the tiny superheroes. Ant-Man and The Wasp, Quantumania is the third installment in the Ant-Man franchise, and it is set to be released in 2023. This movie is set to be a sequel to the two previous Ant-Man movies, Ant-Man 2015 and Ant-Man and the Wasp 2018. This installment will see the return of the original cast, as well as some exciting new additions. The movie is said to be directed by Peyton Reed and is said to feature the return of Paul Rudd as Scott Lang / Ant-Man, Evangeline Lilly as Hope Van Dyne / The Wasp, Michael Douglas as Dr. Hank Pym, and Michelle Pfeiffer as Janet Van Dyne. Additionally, the movie is set to introduce a new villain, Kang the Conqueror, who will be played by Jonathan Majors. The Ant-Man and the Wasp franchise is set in the Marvel Cinematic Universe and is based on the Marvel Comics characters Scott Lang / Ant-Man and Hope Van Dyne / The Wasp. The franchise began in 2015 with the release of Ant-Man, and it has since grown to include two more movies, Ant-Man and the Wasp and Ant-Man and the Wasp: Quantumania. The movies follow the adventures of Scott Lang, a former thief who is given the power to shrink and grow in size by a scientist, Dr. Hank Pym. With the help of his daughter, Hope Van Dyne, and the help of his technologically advanced suit, Lang must use his powers to save the world from the evil forces of the villainous Yellow Jacket. Along the way, he discovers the power and importance of family. Ant-Man and the Wasp: Quantumania will pick up after the events of the first two movies. After the events of Avengers: Endgame, Scott Lang is struggling to balance his life as a superhero and a father. However, he soon gets an unexpected visit from the mysterious and powerful Kang the Conqueror, who informs him that he must help him in his mission to take over the universe. Scott is then given a suit that allows him to shrink and grow in size at will. With the help of his daughter Hope and Dr. Hank Pym, Scott must use his new powers to stop Kang from taking over the universe. Along the way, Scott must face new enemies and discover the importance of family. Ant-Man and the Wasp: Quantumania will be directed by Peyton Reed, who also directed the first two Ant-Man movies. Paul Rudd will be returning to reprise his role as Scott Lang / Ant-Man. Evangeline Lilly will be returning as Hope Van Dyne / The Wasp. Michael Douglas will be returning as Dr. Hank Pym, and Michelle Pfeiffer will be returning as Janet Van Dyne. In addition, Jonathan Majors will be playing the villain Kang the Conqueror. Other cast members include Katherine Newton as Cassie Lang, Emma Fullman as an older Cassie Lang, and Randall Park as Jimmy Woo. Scott Lang / Ant-Man: Paul Rudd is a former thief who was given the power to shrink and grow in size by Dr. Hank Pym. He is a loving father who is trying to balance his life as a superhero and a father. Hope Van Dyne / The Wasp: Evangeline Lilly is the daughter of Dr. Hank Pym and Janet Van Dyne. She is a skilled fighter and has the ability to shrink and grow in size. Dr. Hank Pym: Michael Douglas is a scientist who invented the Pym particle, which allows people to shrink and grow in size. He is a mentor and father figure to Scott Lang. Janet Van Dyne: Michelle Pfeiffer is the wife of Dr. Hank Pym and the mother of Hope Van Dyne. She is a powerful superhero with the ability to shrink and grow in size. Kang the Conqueror: Jonathan Majors is an interdimensional conqueror who is trying to take over the universe. He is a powerful villain who will be a formidable foe for the heroes. Cassie Lang: Katherine Newton is the daughter of Scott Lang and a skilled fighter. She is trying to follow in her father's footsteps as a superhero. Jimmy Woo: Randall Park is an agent of the FBI who is tasked with keeping an eye on Scott Lang. He is a smart and resourceful agent who will be an ally to the heroes. Ant-Man and the Wasp: Quantumania will explore a number of themes, including the importance of family, the power of friendship, and the importance of taking responsibility for one's actions. The importance of family will be a key theme in this movie. Scott Lang is a father who is struggling to balance his life as a superhero and a father. This movie will explore the importance of family and how it can be a source of strength and support. The power of friendship will also be explored in this movie. Scott Lang and Hope Van Dyne have a strong bond as friends, and they will rely on each other to help save the world. This movie will explore the power of friendship and how it can be a source of strength in the face of adversity. The importance of taking responsibility for one's actions will be explored in this movie. The importance of taking responsibility for one's actions will be explored in this movie. Scott Lang must take responsibility for his actions and learn to use his powers for good. This movie will explore the power of personal responsibility and how it can help one achieve their goals. The critical response to Ant-Man and the Wasp: Quantumania has been overwhelmingly positive. Critics have praised the movie for its great visuals, exciting action sequences, and well-written characters. The movie has also been praised for its exploration of themes such as the importance of family, the power of friendship, and the importance importance of taking responsibility for one's actions. Critics have also praised the performances of the cast, particularly Paul Rudd, Evangeline Lilly, Michael Douglas, and Jonathan Majors. Ant-Man and The Wasp: Quantumania is set to be released in 2023, and it is expected to be a box office hit. The movie is set to be released in theaters, as well as on streaming services such as Disney+, making it accessible to a wide audience. The franchise has been a consistent box office success, with the first two movies grossing over $1.2 billion worldwide. With the addition of the new characters, as well as the introduction of a new villain, it is expected that this movie will be an even bigger box office hit. Ant-Man and The Wasp: Quantumania is set to be released in 2023, and it is set to be a huge hit. This movie will explore the themes of family, friendship, and responsibility, and it will feature an exciting new villain, Kang the Conqueror. The movie is set to feature the return of the original cast, as well as some exciting new additions. The marketing campaigns for the movie have already started, and the critical response has been overwhelmingly positive. Ant-Man and The Wasp: Quantumania is set to be a box office success, and fans are eagerly awaiting the return of their tiny superheroes. Thank you for watching my channel, which is intended to help you better understand the movies and save your time from the lengthy or even boring ones. Don't forget to subscribe. Stay for more funs.